Well, moving on, scandalous reports reaching ABC Amber TV News have confirmed that the very rich politician's children with a begging borrow syndrome, which has engulfed the Cameroon community in the diaspora and which requires urgent attention, as it is a proof that dignity is not a currency for Funde's family. Well, the disease is always visible when someone dies and the family creates a WhatsApp forum to beg and pester friends and acquaintances for resources to celebrate the late person's life. Well, Undaunted gathered that this week in the United Kingdom, it is a turn to do the honors of the Anglophone, the chairman, Ninja Frudy, who sadly passed away as who Ambazonians think is a traitor at his residence in Yaoundé, the colonial Republic of Cameroon capital on Monday, the 12th of June,
Our chairman
2023.
Chairman John Furundi founded the Social Democratic Front Party (SDF) in Cameroon in the 1990 and has been widely credited with the advent of multi-party politics in Cameroon. However, for the last 25 years, the chairman has formed a profitable political business with the CPDM regime. His scandalous association with dictator Paul Biya has earned him over 12.5 million US dollars um, in the process and made him a very rich man, which makes a lot of Amazonians wonder why his children and family in the UK are going about engaging in this laborious activity of petitioning for funds in his name.
Well, we are asking, is this a habit or is this greed? Wow. John Frunde's family is demonstrating the same traits he possessed. Well, according to reports, he was self centered and devoid of emotion. The actions of his children and family in England are consistent with the personality of the fallen man. So, over the next few years, security officers, healthcare assistants, nurses, container loaders, and the unemployed within the Cameroon community in England will be harassed and asked to make contributions to celebrate the life of a man who betrayed his people and earned more than 12.5 million US dollars from politics and possessions as well. A man with foreign bank accounts all over the world where some of his treasures and loot are hidden.
Well, Downton has equally gathered that some friends have advised the family in UK not to engage in this public begging embarrassment, but like the chairman, his children were not persuaded by such genuine attempts to make them see sense in their looming foolishness. Dignity is a rare currency and is not what the Furundi's children possess and care about. Self awareness is evidently not something his children as well see as a modus operandi, and it is no surprise that a WhatsApp forum has been set up to achieve their questionable aims.
Well, money is needed to bury the dead, we all agree, but to go about it by compelling the poor to pay for the celebration of the life of a rich man, like John Friendly, is wrong and despicable. As the apple never falls far from the tree, the descendants are doing what they inherited from their master. Well, it may be normal for the families of people with humble and modest bank balances to seek community support after they die, but there is nothing normal for a very rich man's family to do so.
Well, the Fernandes family is not poor financially, as is obvious by now, but unfortunately, they've displayed a poor mentality. Their mental poverty is robbing them of their dignity, the dignity they're supposed to have given to their late father, at least. If La Republic was a true country, a man of Fernandes status should be given a state burial, given that true his relationship with Paul Biya. He saved this country from an imminent explosions in the 1990s. But Cameroon's poor, many of whom have fled poverty and the Amazonian War of Independence and are hiding in England, will not know any respect as Mr. Frundi's family engages in this embarrassing display. Maybe they have been contributing for others and now feel like it's their turn. Achidi Achu, former La Republic Prime Minister, said politics Njangi, you scratch my back, I scratch your back.
While Frundi, a man who triggered a wave of hope and optimism in the early 90s when he challenged Cameroon's 40-year octogenarian president, has quit the political stage with very negative ratings due to his incestuous relationship with the ruling party. He will, however, be remembered for the things he did when he was standing right.